Welcome to our January 2018 Park City Market Talk webinar. I'm Ron Wilstein, a broker at Keller Williams Luxury Properties here in Park City.
And I'm Dean DeLeon, a buyer's consultant for the Wilstein team.
This is our first webinar for the new year, and we're glad you're joining us. We have a lot to cover. The Sundance Film Festival here is in Park City now, and we'll give you a few details on that.
We'll do our Park City real estate market update.
We'll fill you in on some more details on Deer Valley selling, specifically the name of the new owner and their details.
And we got a new website, so we'll fill you in on some of those details. And what everybody's been waiting for is Ron's predictions for the real estate market in 2018 here in Park City.
All right, so without further ado, let's turn our attention to Sundance. Celebrities are here, the fans are here, the films are here, the fever is here. Exciting time for Sundance. Just want to point you to their website. There you can find out their schedules, acquire tickets, and just go to sundance.org/festival and you'll get some good information there.
All right, let's get started with some statistics on the real estate market update.
Over the past year, and we're looking at the entire year of 2017 in this January session, there were 1,396 sales, and that's homes, condominiums, and vacant land, up 73 sales from the year before, or 6%.
This first graph is going to represent the total number of sales and a year-to-year comparison of closed sales from January to December 2017, so all of 2017. Number of home sales is up 9% to 567 homes sold. Condos up 4% to 651, and lots are up 2% to 178.
We're going to break this down more specifically. We're looking here at this graph on home sales, and we've broken it into the Park City and the Snyderville Basin. Nice 13% increase, up to 174 sales in the city limits, and up 7% year over year to 393 home sales.
And with the condo sales, we saw an increase of 13% to 345 sales in Park City proper. And then in Snyderville Basin, we saw a slight drop to 306 from 322. This is due to a lot of new construction that came on the market and sold last year or the year before, which we didn't have that many new developments come on the market and sell. So that accounts for a lot of those properties selling that decline there.
And here we're looking at vacant lot sales. Of course, in the city limits, rose from 22 to 24, not very many sales. And about level, just one more sale in the Snyderville Basin. This graph here shows us days on the market, and the red bar shows us that the average time on the market was 97 days on the homes that sold, whereas it was 101 days the year before. That shows a strong market for properties correctly priced to sell quickly. What we don't see on this graph is that if someone lists a property too high, they're staying on the market much longer than in the past. But let's turn our attention to prices, because of course everybody wants to know, are prices going up or down? Good news is the prices are going up. This graph here shows us medium home sold prices, and you can see in Park City they rose by 19%, to nice double digits, climbing from $1.6 million all the way to $1.8 million as a medium sold price, and a 7% increase Snyderville Basin for homes. Look at that, Dean.
Finally broke the $1 million mark in the Snyderville Basin.
That's right. We've been watching that for a while, and it finally broke through.
And here we're looking at the condo median sold prices. Park City proper saw a 7% increase to $721,000, and the Snyderville Basin saw a 14%, so double digits there as well, to $502,500.
This graph shows us lots, 21% increase to a new median price of $820,000 in the city limits, and down a little bit, 4% to $437,500 in the Snyderville Basin. We announced earlier that Deer Valley sold, and we want to give you some more details on the new owner.
Deer Valley announced on August 21st that agreed to be acquired by a large multi-resort entity. The entity was unnamed at the time, but just this week its name was announced. And it's Alterra Mountain Company, which is a family of 12 iconic mountain destinations in North America. and one of those now being Deer Valley.
Their headquarters is in Denver, Colorado. And again, this was created when KSL Capital Partners, who were the owners of Squaw Valley, Alpine Meadows, and the Henry Crown and Company purchased Intrawest, Mammoth Resorts, and Deer Valley in 2017. David Perry, the president and CEO of Altera Mountains Company, says it this way: Altera Mountains Company is made up of unique mountain destinations, each with a personality and spirit that has delighted visitors for generations. Our vision is to protect and enhance what makes each destination special, inviting guests back to their favorite mountain and enticing them to visit new destinations on their bucket list. Their destinations offer premium ski, snowboard, and all seasons outdoor activities with locations in 5 states and 3 Canadian provinces. And there they are. They're all over the place.
The Altera name is a fusion of words, altitude and terrain, terra, paying homage to the mountains and communities that form the backbone of the company. Altera will announce new season pass products that will provide access to all their existing mountains plus other benefits, which is kind of something, our main question where we have currently with Vail owning the Park City Mountain Resort, the Epic Pass, and with this combination, it's been a big question as far as if they were going to offer a similar type pass, which it does look like they're going to do based off this information, but we don't have any exacts as far as what that's going to consist of yet.
So we'll keep you posted on that, but everyone's pretty curious about what that's going to look like. If you want further details about this new company, go to their website, Altera Mountain Company, and Mountain is abbreviated MTN Co., and check them out.
Yeah, it's a cool site.
Now, speaking of cool sites, we recently updated our website. This is what it looks like. The address is BuyParkCity.com, and we want you to check it out and give us your feelings. Let us know what you think of the new site.
Now, what we've all been waiting for, Ron's predictions for the Park City real estate in 2018. To start us off, Ron, why don't you tell us what you think the overall outlook for the Park City market is going to be in 2018?
Park City's real estate market is strong, but it is going through certain changes. It's a healthy market in that there is strong buyer interest, but there is some frustration out there. There's a limited inventory, and buyers want to buy, and they just don't always see what they want.
Yeah, and I could speak to that. Working with buyers, there's limited inventory, as you said. It can be a frustrating process, but the properties are still going to come on the market, so we just need to be on top of things. Watch for it, not get too frustrated, just understand what the circumstances are, and then go from there.
Now, added to that is, because there's a limited supply and the rules of supply and demand, a lot of sellers are overpricing their property, which doesn't help them sell and compounds the frustration the buyers are already feeling. We recently gathered the team together and had a roundtable discussion and videotaped it. We titled it, How to Present Offers to Overly Aggressive Sellers, and we were trying to educate buyers, and particularly what they would experience in this marketplace, but it's also really helpful for sellers just to get an overall picture of what's happening in today's market. So if you're interested in watching that, go to BuyParkCity.com/buying, and a little lower down on that page, you'll see that video.
That's a good general outlook or prediction on what the market's looking like. What do you think the hottest type of property is going to be in 2018?
I think what's going to lead the market will be single-family homes. And when I think of single-family homes, I'm talking about primary residences, and I'm also referring to second homes. There are new developments that we have updated people on, which of course includes newer homes and condos. But it's these new homes that will impact the market because they will be competition for older homes. Single-family neighborhoods will be strong, the strongest segment of the market, and that's where we'll see the greatest demand from the buyers as well. The second homes and the investment properties will be strong when they are priced correctly. When they are priced too high, that will automatically slow down those segments of the marketplace. On our website, we've identified over 20 new developments that are being built that will either come on the market in 2018, 19, or 20. And we broke it into 3 popular price ranges. So I want to talk about those price ranges in relationship to homes and condos on the market. The lowest price range is between $275,000 and $600,000 range, where there is clearly limited inventory, and prices will continue to rise there. What do we got on the market in that range?
There certainly is a need for this range. Currently, there's only 28 properties. Only one of those properties is a home that's under $600,000 right now, but 28 condos that are on the market, all 2 bedrooms, aside from 5 of those properties, which do have 3 bedrooms. So if you're looking for a 2 or 3 bedroom condo in Park City, very limited inventory and a need for that new development.
That's right. So that will help solve some of that frustration on buyers, but we expect prices to continue to rise pretty aggressively in that category. The second price category is $825,000 to $1.4 million, and if there's reasonable inventory there, if they're priced correctly, there will be sales, and we'll see prices continue to rise in that category as well. Third category is $1.6 million all the way up to $6 million, and that's going to face the greatest amount of resistance in the new year because there are just simply some overpriced homes. There's a lot of sellers who have properties on the market that it doesn't matter if they sell. Frankly, there's a lot of buyers who are looking at properties. It doesn't really matter if they buy either, and so that causes a slowdown in that upper price range, and sometimes an adjustment is required on pricing a property in order to make it sell.
Now, with this limited inventory and new developments coming on, new properties coming on the market, where do you see the property values going?
Homes that are under $1.5 million will continue to appreciate, and I expect that they will appreciate between 15 to 20%, simply because we have been reporting on that over the last 2 years consistently. Sometimes it dips into single digits 1 month, but then it pops back up again. So I think that's going to continue in that $1.5 million or under price point. Sellers of high-priced homes are going to have to start lowering their list prices in order to get them to sell. They'll either learn that quickly or slowly, but I anticipate that will happen in the new year. The newer homes and condos will be the competition for the older properties, and if you have an older property, you need to face that reality, because if you're trying to sell it, it will have an impact on your ability to do so in the price. New properties will set a new record high sold price, as they always do historically. Older properties that have not been remodeled will need to be upgraded, or will sell for 15 to 20% lower than the new properties. So new homes and condo sales will lead the way in 2018, because there's many buyers who prefer to buy new. They like the fact they can get a property that hasn't been lived in and has the latest bells and whistles.
Latest bells and whistles, and they don't have to go through the process of updating it if that is in fact something that they are looking for, which has been proven to be the case.
That's true. And then these new properties will, of course, be competition for the older ones, as we said.
Now, will the time it takes to sell these properties change in 2018, or do you expect it to stay around that 100-day mark?
I think the 100-day mark will continue into the new year, providing the properties are correctly priced. On the other hand, overpriced properties won't sell, and we've just seen that buyers are refusing to pay 10% or more above recent sales, and a couple of years ago that wasn't the case, but it certainly is now.
Something that lenders have been threatening for a couple of years now is increased interest rates or higher interest rates. Do you expect that to happen? And if so, how is that going to impact the market in 2018?
Well, it certainly is in the news, this anticipation of higher interest rates. We do expect them to climb in 2018. They've been artificially kept low to stimulate the economy for some time, but the economy is, frankly, quite stimulated right now. So they're going up. Historically, rising interest rates, however, have had little or no impact on Park City sales. Part of the reason is that approximately 50% of our sales are all cash. So those buyers don't need financing, so interest rates don't matter to them. The remaining 50%, it's more important, but typically the non-cash buyers are in that lower price range, and interest rates doesn't have an impact when you just need to get the right property quickly. Otherwise, someone else will.
How do you see the changes in the resorts, more specifically Alterra purchasing Deer Valley, impacting the market?
All right, good question there. The Park City resorts are such a key part of our community here. Deer Valley, well, let's look at it. They're the #1 rated resort from readers of Ski Magazine. They're at the top of their game. They have consistently been in first or second place.
It's tough to beat first place.
Yeah, and we're accustomed to that, and the Park City market and Deer Valley market's accustomed to it. So it's not a significant change, just a change of ownership. The Park City Mountain Resort is solid. They're doing some upgrades, but they're not significant, not like what we saw a couple of years ago when they invested $50 million. So it's all good that they're at the top of their game, Deer Valley, or they're investing in improvements. I don't really see it impacting the real estate market. But as the expression goes, time will tell.
Time will tell. Certainly excited for 2018.
Yep. So we'll update you throughout the year. We'll see how I did on my predictions, and it's always fun to do that. As we look into the future, let's not forget that in February 9th through 25th, will be the Winter Olympic Games in South Korea. You'll want to check it out. We got a lot of people who are residents of Park City, whether they grew up here or whether they're here as athletes, and so we are definitely vested into the games.
Always exciting when you catch your every 4-year ice skating show on TV. For whatever reason, every 4 years I get real interested in ice skating, curling, just things that you don't typically get excited about.
Even curling?
Well, even curling, yeah. You want to see the United States succeed in everything. So
that's true. Good point. If you have any questions, give us a call or send us an email, ron@thewilsteinteam.com.
dean@thewilsteinteam.com.
Or our number is right there. And want to thank you for participating in our webinar. That's a picture of Sundance. Same time last year, we had a ton of snow. And the good news is,
it's on the way.
That's right. Quite a bit is actually anticipated starting tonight.
Looks like we're going to get a good storm. Some solid Sundance skiing. Nobody's up there, so I'll be skiing.
That's right. There you go.
Taking advantage.
My skis are ready.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.